football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Barons. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Brooklyn Barons. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Holmes. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Mayfield on play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They brought him in off the corner. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for first down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's full coverage. So timing is everything. This time you wait for him to come open, puts it right on him, pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll go option to the short side.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the 1st half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? These teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
And Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Taken down at the 30.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So fourth down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
That pass complete to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mayfield on 1st down.
That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the carry, it's Holmes. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Mayfield now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Mayfield. Touchdown!
2-2 Atwell.
From 8 yards out.
And the Barons have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact, and not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Jackson going to take this himself. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. And the ball never hits the ground there either.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Weber. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A 3rd field goal in the first half. Not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have...
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got some space here.
On the move past the 40.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Jacksonville Jaguars who are moving on to the next round as they eliminate the Denver Broncos. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and you'll see they've continued to run the ball well. It's been a staple of theirs all year as they look to move forward in these playoffs. Meanwhile, on the other side, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. This time, Jackson will throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Jackson running again.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Spears. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Hampton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. And he stopped immediately there.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A run now with Holmes.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Right back to him on 1st down.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Holmes. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a give right side. Hampton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field. as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
McKinnon here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
They'll run. This is Holmes. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mayfield on play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. 30, the 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully on to the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good. 4 on Brooklyn.
On 1st down, Holmes. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Number 19, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 45 on second down. Mayfield. Holmes has got it complete. Fancy footwork at midfield.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield now from the 50.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37.
13 yards on the play.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brings up third down.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Holmes. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Now Mayfield. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Barons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
They'll start out here with the option left. 6 yards there on the keeper and second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Jackson now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
To number 19. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 39, Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Mayfield on first down.
They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
On second down, it's Holmes. And he's taken down inside the 30.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 28-yard line.
Mayfield now.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Spears. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 2nd down now, Spears. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Again, he finds more.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Complete to Elijah Ward. It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down, it's Holmes. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield is caught. Reception by Holmes.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Spears. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Up the middle they go. Hampton. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. On 2nd down now, it's Hampton. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.